Having some trouble finding good practice problems for Praxis Mathematics 5165 Algebra, Algebra and Functions, Factoring, Quadratic Formula, Vertex Standard Form, Graphing Parabolas? Here at Study.com, we have put together some sample questions that I think you will find helpful. My name is Tom, and I'm a test prep expert here at Study.com and a certified teacher, and I will walk you through some of these practice problems. You may find it beneficial to pause the video and try these questions along with me. Okay, are you ready? Let's take a look at some questions. Given 3x to the fourth plus 3x squared, which of the following is the result of factoring the given polynomial? All right, so the first thing I want you to do is look at the choices here. So all the choices are factored in complex form. All right, so when we look at this under the real number system, if we factor this, it looks like we can factor out a 3x squared, and then we would get x squared plus 1. So under the real number system, that would be the complete factoring of this. But again, our choices are in complex, so we're looking at this right here. Well, we know from imaginary numbers that if we set this equal to 0 here, we would get x squared is equal to -1. So we would get x is equal to plus or minus the square root of -1, which is plus or minus I. So that means that this can be factored under complex number system as 3x squared, and it would be x plus I times x minus I for my two imaginary values. Okay, so the correct answer here would be choice C. In math class, Mr. Lee writes the equation on the board, x squared minus 4x plus 3 equals 0. He asks the class, use the quadratic formula to solve this problem. Which of the following gives the correct solutions for x? All right, so the quadratic formula is -b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac divided by 2a. So in this case here, our a is our coefficient out in front of the x squared, so a is equal to 1. Our b is the coefficient in front of the x, or b is equal to -4, and our c value is the constant, so our c equals 3. So we're going to plug this in to the quadratic formula, so the opposite of b would be 4 plus or minus b squared, so we would get -4 squared minus 4 times 1 times 3 when I plug in a and c, all divided by 2 times a, so 2 times 1. All right, so simplifying that, we would get 4 plus or minus, and we would get 16, and then we would get minus 12 divided by 2 times 1 is 2. So we would get 4 plus or minus the square root of 16 minus 12 is 4 divided by 2. The square root of 4 is 2. So we're going to get 4 plus or minus 2 divided by 2. So that would be, if we do the plus part, that would be 6 divided by 2 is 3. If we do the minus, we'd get 4 minus 2 over 2. So that would be 2 divided by 2 is 1. So our two solutions are x equal 3, x equal 1, which is choice D. Which equation gives us this parabola? Is it A, x minus 4 the quantity squared equals 8 times y minus 4? Is it b, x minus 7 the quantity squared equals 12 times the quantity y minus 4? Is it c, x minus 2 the quantity squared is equal to 4 times y minus 1? Or is it d, x minus 2 the quantity squared equals 8 times the quantity y minus 1? The first thing that we have on here is all of them are in the correct form of a parabola as far as which way the parabola is opening. So the parabola is opening up vertically, so we're using x minus h squared is equal to 4p times y minus k, where h and k are the vertex of the parabola. All right, so all of them are in this form to start. Okay, so we know that. Now, what is the vertex? Well, if we look here, the vertex is at the point 2, 1. So my h has to be 2 and my k has to be 1. So that's going to eliminate choices A and B. So we can eliminate those two choices. So the only difference between C and D is the 4 and the 8. So in C, the p-value is 1, but in D, the p-value is 2. So the bigger this number here, the wider the parabola is going to open up. All right, so one thing we can do is we can pick a point on here and plug it in and see which one is correct. So for example, if we look at the point -2, 3, -2, 3 is on the parabola, and if we plug it into choice D, we would get -2 minus 2 squared is equal to 8 times 3 minus 1, and we want to see if this is a true statement. So if we plug this in, we get -4 squared equals 8 times 3 minus 1 is 2. So we would get 16 equals 16, which is correct, which is true. So that means that it can't be choice C, and the correct answer has to be D. Which of the following equations in vertex form are the result of converting the quadratic equation into standard form below? So we have x squared plus 8x minus 10 equals 0. And what we want to do here is we want to complete the square. So I'm going to take x squared plus 8x minus 10 equals 0. The first thing I want to do is I want to bring the 10 to the other side. So I'm going to add 10 to both sides. So I'd get x squared plus 8x is equal to positive 10. Now to complete the square, I'm going to take half the 8 and square it. So I'd get x squared plus 8x. Half of 8 is 4. 4 squared is 16. So I want to add 16 to each side. Now I'm going to factor this. This is now a perfect square. So I'd get x plus 4, the quantity squared, equals 26. And to finish this off, we're going to move the 26 back over. So we would get x plus 4 squared minus 26 equals 0. So the correct answer here is choice B. Okay, how do we do? Do you need more practice with quadratic formula, conic sections, or factoring? Let us know in the comments and we would be happy to provide more videos on this topic. For more practice, check out our Praxis Mathematics 5165 playlist, and for even more detailed practice, strategies, and customizable study materials, head over to study.com and check out our Praxis Test Prep course. Those who use study.com boast a 92% pass rate. Our courses include full-length exams, hundreds of authentic practice questions, and short targeted video lessons specifically developed based on the latest test updates. With our resources, you'll know exactly what to expect on test day. Like this video and subscribe to this channel to get all the latest Praxis test updates. And please leave your questions and success stories in the comments. We'd love to hear from you. Thanks for watching. Happy studying.